The room is cold, colder than the stone walls that surround you. You've laid it all out for her, a perfect, irrefutable map of your reasoning. Every point is a fortress, every conclusion a steel gate. You believe you've built a castle of clarity, a sanctuary of sense, but you look at her eyes, and you see it. Not understanding, not agreement. A flicker, a shadow passing behind the polite facade. It's contempt, pure, instinctual, and devastating, and you have no idea why. You've just made a cardinal mistake. You tried to use the language of the conscious mind to negotiate with the primal brain, you explained. In that moment, you weren't a partner, you weren't a leader. You became a defendant in a trial you didn't know you were in. Your logic became your plea, your reasons became your excuses. You were asking for her approval, not stating your reality. This isn't a flaw in her. It's a feature in the human psyche, ancient and powerful. This is dark psychology. Let's dissect this. Why does your beautifully constructed logic fail so spectacularly? Because it subcommunicates weakness. To the primal mind, conviction needs no defense. A decision truly made is a force of nature. It simply is. When you explain, you are tearing down your own authority brick by brick. You are saying, my decision is not strong enough to stand on its own. Please help me believe it. She doesn't hear your logic. She hears the tremor in your voice. She feels the uncertainty underpinning your lecture. Attraction and respect are not democratic processes. They are not won by debates. They are instinctual responses to perceived strength and certainty. By explaining, you are vacating the leadership position. You are handing her the gavel and asking her to be the judge of your competence. And the female psyche, honed by millennia of survival, has a built-in contempt for weakness in a potential partner. It's a survival switch. It's not cruel, it's efficient. Nature has no time for indecisive leaders. It seeks a rock in the storm, not a leaf explaining why it's being blown about. Think about it, a simple, real-world example. You and her are planning a trip. She suggests a spontaneous romantic getaway to a wind-swept coastal town. It's expensive, impractical, illogical. Your mind, the fortress of logic, immediately calculates a better option. A structured, budget-friendly trip to a city with historical significance. More educational, better value. Now comes the mistake. Instead of leading, you start to explain. Look, you say, it just makes more sense. We can save 30% if we go here. The museums are world-class. The travel time is shorter, which is more efficient. You think you're being responsible, a good partner. You think you're showing her how smart you are. Here is what she experiences. The beautiful, emotional dream of the coast is being systematically dismantled by a spreadsheet. You are not her partner in a dream. You are the auditor of her emotions, the killjoy, the bureaucrat of her heart. Your logic didn't feel like care. It felt like control. It felt like you were telling her that her desires were foolish, her emotions invalid. And that flicker of contempt you see? It's her primal brain reacting to your abdication of masculine energy. The energy that leads, protects, and creates experiences, not just optimizes them. She didn't want a perfect plan. She wanted an adventure. She wanted you to see her dream, grab it, and say, yes, let's go. The how could be figured out later. The why was the shared emotion. The why was the only thing that mattered. So what is the alternative? To be illogical? To make poor decisions? No, the truth is far more nuanced and powerful. The antidote to explaining is not silence. It's embodied decision, it's action. Instead of explaining why your choice of restaurant is better, location, price, reviews, you simply say, I'm taking you somewhere special tonight. Be ready at 8. The certainty in your voice and the decisiveness of your action are more persuasive than a 1,000-point PowerPoint presentation. It communicates that you have already done the thinking, you have weighed the options, you have handled the mental load. You are presenting her not with the labor, but with the finished product, a decision, an experience. This isn't about being a dictator. If she has questions, you answer them. Briefly, confidently, but you don't justify, you clarify. Why that place, she might ask. A bad answer, a 10-minute monologue about your research process, a justification. A good answer, I think you'll love the atmosphere. A clarification that is also a statement of confidence in your understanding of her. You see the difference? One seeks approval, the other bestows an experience. One is weak, the other is powerful. This is a fundamental rewiring of your approach. Stop seeing conversation as a debate to be won with logic. Start seeing it as a dance. Your logic does the quiet work in the background. Your actions, your conviction, your energy, they lead the dance. The contempt you feared is the flip side of the respect you crave. They are both triggered by the same switch, your perceived strength. When you explain, you flip it down. You broadcast weakness, uncertainty. You invite her to be your judge, and her instincts will judge you harshly. When you act with quiet conviction, you flip it up. You broadcast leadership. You invite her to join you in a reality you have already forged. Stop showing her your work. Stop handing her your blueprints. Build the damn castle. And then simply open the door.